But you can see it's still working just fine, no issues at all, as it's getting soaked in water. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the eColor Oval Smart LED lamp. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see the nice retail box in packaging right here, walking us through some of the product tech specs and features so you can learn more about the different controls that we have with our smartphones. So now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, we have our user guide and manual, model number E5A01, portable LED camping lantern. We can learn more about the package contents, the diagram of the lamp itself, our buttons and controls. We have QR codes to download the free eColor Life app for iOS and Android devices. Then you can see on the back side, we have more QR codes to eColor social media. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Then you can see we have our eColor Life app settings. We have their customer service and contact information, and this does come with a 12-month warranty. Next, you can see we have our USB Type-A to micro USB charging cable. We have a nice attachment right here, so we could hook this to a backpack, a tent, anything along those lines. You can get creative with what you want to do with our nice ring attachment right there. And last but not least, you can see we have our portable lamp itself. So check that out. You can see how everything looks. We got our USB charging port right there. Our product information. Very nice, looks great. Definitely has that oval football shape to it. Now let's go ahead, let's get this installed. So go ahead, you're gonna line the thread up and just gently press it right through. And then you're gonna pull it all the way through as far as you can. Then you're gonna loop it back on itself, and then you can just pull it right back. And there we go. We now have everything set up. So let's go ahead and let's try it out. So now you can see I have the light powered on right here and everything looks great. Now we can head into the mobile app and we can look at all the light settings we can control. So once you have the app downloaded, this is the screen you're gonna be at where you can see our other connected devices if we have any, or you'll have a prompt right in the center to add a new device. So in our case, we're gonna select the plus icon in the top right-hand corner, and we can browse for our light, but you may have noticed already that it found the light at the top. It will use Bluetooth to connect, and it automatically found it right there. But you could browse depending on the type of light that you have. In this case, our light's gonna show up under outdoor LED lights. We have car lights and desk lamps as well. So let's go ahead, let's select it from the top. We can change the name if we want, and then we can select finished. And now it's going to connect to the light and it's going to take us into the settings. So here we go. We're in the settings right now and we have a prompt to upgrade. So let's go ahead, let's update this to the latest version. Now it's successfully updated, so we're back in our device settings right here. You can see in the top right-hand corner, we have our power on and off button. Then you can see we have our settings gear icon where we can view our device settings, delete the device if needed, or rename it. Then we can go see our clock scheduling option right here so we can set a timer. So we could choose to have it turn on. We can select our hour and minute, and then we can choose which days of the week we want it to turn on at that time. Select save, and same thing with turning off. Choose your hour and minute, which days of the week you want it to turn off, and then you're all set and ready to go with the built-in timer and schedule. You can also see we have a battery indicator right under the lamp icon too, so we can see ours has a near full charge. For everything else, let's go ahead, let's turn off all the studio lights. Now you can see with the lights turned off how bright this portable smart lamp is. Really, really cool, guys, how it diffuses light, and with its oval shape, it's casting light everywhere. So now within the app, let's look at the next option we have, which is the color section. This is the My Color option. So you can see we can tweak those settings. We're looking at all the default options right now. And we have different scenes too. Look at that. Wow, these are really cool. It's really bright. It's a bright light. Look at that pattern right there. So we have a lot of different options depending on what we're after. That might be one of my favorite ones right there, the meteor shower. You can see at the bottom we have the plus icon, so we can modify the scenes and the colors that we want to have in this section. Then we can go back out. Next, you can see we can adjust the brightness right here. So we can dim it down or we can maximize the brightness. Let's select a color while we do that. You can see as we decrease the brightness. Basically, 1% is off. And then there's our max bright. Next up, let's select scenes. So we have different scene options. We looked at some of these already, but let's quickly go through them all. So a lot of different options depending on your mood or what sort of environment you're trying to create lighting-wise. I like the pulsing for the breath. Here's our ocean one. So a lot of different options depending on your mood. Now let's look at the color settings. So first up, we have our segment color. So we can actually adjust the colors of the two different segments right here you can see. So we have part A and part B. Cool. All right, so let's do green now. Let's segment some more green. And now let's do purple. So you can see the controls right there. We can add that to our colors. We can fine tune it down below. So cool. And then we have our second phase option right here. And look at this. So we have so many more areas that we can change. Try to show you that on one side right here. You can see how it's shaping up. So we have blue now. Do our greenish yellow. So look at all the different segment and control options we have right here to choose a wide variety and range of colors. And then let's do, did we do purple already? We did purple, so let's do this pink. Check that out so we can really segment it. And then the other side we haven't done anything to yet. We can have a little fun here. So we can really tweak this and customize this however we desire. And don't forget, we can do the fine-tune settings to really hone in the colors that we're after right here. So cool. Anything on the color wheel you want, you can change and tweak right here with the segmented color control. Then we have our camera color. So we can use our camera. Let's take a picture of the light itself right here and let's apply it. So check that out. We pulled the blue off the product image page and now you can see it right here. So that's a cool feature. Then obviously we can just choose common colors as well. And the common colors look fantastic. We can use the slider. We can adjust our saturation. You can see how we can really modify the colors. We can save the colors as well. And then we have our white balance adjustment down here. You can see we can adjust that warm or cool. Now let's go ahead, let's look at music mode. So you can see music mode right here is enabled in the app now, and we have it picking up my voice right here. Since we're in music mode, you can see it's adjusting. We can change the sensitivity from 1% all the way up to 100%. We can swap our speed between slow and quick. And then we have different modes for music mode that we can choose depending on our preference. What scene do we like best for the style and genre of music that we're listening to? Follow and bubble give us the option to actually pick our colors manually if we want, but all the other options within music mode, it's going to do auto color for you. So the song we're going to listen to is A Night on the Town by Music Chef off the album Behind the Velvet Rope. And while that song's playing, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to adjust some of these settings and try out all the different music mode options. So you can see music mode is really cool and it works great. So looking at the device, we have one control button front and center. We can hold that down to power it on and off. So you can see it just shut off. Now we can power it back on. If we want to double tap the button, we can adjust the device brightness. So here's 30%, here's 70%, and then here's 100%. And then we can single tap it to go through my color settings that we can tweak within the mobile app. So that's what we're doing right here. We have a ton of different My Color options. Now let's go ahead, let's test out the waterproof rating. So this lamp is IP66 rated, which means it can sustain pressure jets of water. Don't immerse this fully in water, but if it happens to get wet because it's raining outside, because you're camping, you're going on a run, you're near the pool and it gets wet and splashed, that sort of thing should not ruin this light, but I don't recommend fully submerging it in water. It's not rated against that. It's just rated for pressure jets of water. So let's go ahead, let's spray it down so you guys can see that it's still going to work right here. Also, if you're going near water, make sure you have the charging port covered to protect it. But you can see it's still working just fine, no issues at all, as it's getting soaked in water right here. It's also shock resistant as well too. And it features a 3000 milliamp hour internal battery that's powering everything. So this is a really cool portable light and I've had a great experience using it. Let me share with you guys my final thoughts. First, in regards to setup, this is very simple and straightforward. Anybody can do it. You don't even have to have a phone if you don't want. You could just use the button on the front and have limited controls. But if you do have a phone, doesn't matter if it's iOS or Android, you just have to have a Bluetooth connection so you can connect to the light, and then you have a ton of different options within the free mobile app that you can set up and configure. So I'm very pleased with it overall. I really like too that we have that 3000 milliamp hour battery. The battery life is up to 24 hours if you use it at 10% brightness. If you want to use it at max brightness, you'll get around 4 hours of battery life. It's also pretty durable with the IP66 rating, and it also is shockproof rated as well. I'm pleased with the light diffusion and how bright this is. I was pleasantly surprised seeing this light for the first time, how bright it gets. So count me impressed. And I really like the shape too. The biggest thing I'd want to change with this light in the future is having a USB type A port that can not only charge this device, but you could use it as a backup portable power bank to charge your mobile devices, that would be a very handy feature to have with this. Maybe even a built-in speaker in the future. That would be really cool to give it even more functionality. But overall, a really solid portable light if you want to give it to your kids to use, or if you want to have something to take with you while you're camping to keep in the tent, that sort of thing. This is definitely an option you should consider. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.